What's good with the YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said a real talk boxing. It's a privilege and honor and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. I want to talk about Derrick James, the trainer of Errol Spence Jr. I just want to know what he was thinking during that fight, why the fight wasn't stopped before the ref stopped it. There was a couple of times, well, there was one time when I seen the doctor talking to Errol Spence, and Errol Spence says, I'm good, I'm ready to go. But Derrick James, as a trainer, should know his fighter inside and out. The fact that he didn't step in and stop that fight, stop it in the corner and throw in a towel. Now, I know throwing in a towel is something that no fighter wants, but honestly, if I was Errol Spence's trainer, I would have stopped that fight in the corner. Regardless of what the outcome would be between me and the relationship with the fighter, which is Errol Spence. Listen, man, you got a family. You got a wife and kids. Well, I'm not sure if Errol Spence is married, but he has a family to get back home to. And, being in the ring, taking those type of shots, taking that type of punishment isn't worth it. I never really heard Derrick James give any clear-cut instructions in the corner that would better benefit Errol Spence, because if I was his trainer, I'd have told him, man, you got to double and triple jab your way in. Stop reaching. You got to keep the fight close. You have to understand what Terrence Crawford's going to be. Okay? You have to gauge that before he even makes his movement. You have to feel his body language when he's about to pivot, when he's about to take a half step back. You just can't rush in with power shots and get caught, because in the middle of the ring is where Crawford had his advantage. And on the ropes, when Errol Spence would come in recklessly, he would counter him every single time. So I would have told Errol Spence to keep the fight close, jab your way in, up and down, jab your way in, jab, pivot to the side, and keep jabbing your way in, get close and work the body. Get your head on your left side and dig the uppercuts to the body and run short hooks. And I would have made the fight as uncomfortable as possible. But you never really heard any clear-cut, instructions in the corner from Derrick James. All I heard was, are you okay? Is that it? And I seen him doing a lot of jabbing and movement and all this and that, but it's never really no clear instructions. But looking at your fighter, you should know and be able to gauge whether or not he's taking enough punishment. And I would have stopped that fight in the 6th round, honestly. I would have stopped it in the 6th round. It only takes one night, one situation to discredit you. So I fought Derrick James for a lot of that punishment, because it didn't really matter. Crawford just had the edge at every angle. The only way to keep from sustaining, more punishment, because I don't think that there's anything that he could possibly do to win the fight. Terrence was just levels ahead of him, but he could have kept himself from less punishment if he'd have kept the fight close and made it an inside game and kept it there, stayed smothering Terrence Crawford. He would have took less damage, but I think he would have still lost the fight. But Derrick James, bro, man. I mean, he was saying, even in the press conference, the post-fight press conference, that he really didn't have any indication of stopping the fight. He was conversing back and forth with the doctor, but the doctor doesn't know your fighter. The doctor knows to watch for certain things and vitals and body language, when they've taken too much trauma. But he doesn't know Errol Spence like you're supposed to know him. I would have stopped that fight in the 6th round. There's no shame in that. And if Errol would have been upset with it about it, then we would have dealt with that on a later date. But I'm just looking out for your well-being, and that's what the coach and the trainer is supposed to do. All right? That's my opinion on it. So, Derrick James, man, get it together, brother, because you got some pretty nice fighters in your stable. But, and I know, you know what type of dog Errol Spence is, but you can't let the dude get beat up like that. You can't let him. You should understand that there was nothing that he could do to actually win the fight, but there was things that you could have told him to not make him take so much more damage than he was taking, but he still would have lost the fight. So just stop the fight in the 6th round, man. Come on, bro. What's your take on this? I want to know your opinion. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all, fear none, God bless. The next time Real Talk Boxing, I'm up and I'm out of here, baby. Bye, ya.